stop scrolling and do not click away. Your finger lingering on this precise video at this exact time is no coincidence. It is a divine appointment set up by the cosmos itself. This message has been deliberately magnetized to your energy signature because someone from your past, whom you are now thinking about, is being physically, psychologically, and spiritually tortured by your memories. They are caught up in a whirlwind of remorse so intense that the good, bright talks around your name have become a poison to their spirit, making them ill to their core. Stay with me because God is going to disclose the cosmic justice that is working in your favor and why your elevation is causing their world to fall. This is your validation. This is a confirmation. The reality of who you are and what they lost is rushing down on them, not like a gently wave, but like a devastating tsunami of truth. While they suffer in the barren jail of their own creation, a cell constructed brick by brick with their own bad decisions and blindness, your name is taken on a life of its own. It glides lightly through discussions, whispered in corridors of power, uttered with reverence in quiet cafes, and shouted in circles of influence. These are no longer whispers. They are loud pronouncements of your presence, reverberating throughout the spiritual realm and reaching the farthest reaches of human connection. The world, the cosmos, and even God are taking note of your unwavering, brilliant climb. Your light, which they believed they could dampen or ignore, has become an unstoppable, blazing supernova. It is now difficult for anybody, particularly them, to deny the reality about your greatness. People who formerly knew you mention your name with renewed respect, their voices tinged with wonder at the deep metamorphosis that lights you from inside. Gossip, which was formerly idle, inconsequential, and maybe even malevolent, now serves as a heavenly boomerang. Every word, update, and snippet of information about your beautiful progress flows like a sacred river back to the person who disregarded you, misjudged you, and mistakenly walked away. And with each new piece of knowledge, they get further activated. Every aspect of your success, your newfound serenity, your financial prosperity, your magnetic aura, stings their soul like holy poison on the raw, festering sores of their regret. There is no refuge for them, no escape from the constant, ubiquitous reminders of your progress and the heavenly brilliance that now accompanies you around every corner. The cosmos has rewarded your accomplishment with karma. They are now constantly plagued by the ghosts of what may have been. Everywhere they turn, they are met with incontrovertible, irrefutable proof of your great adventure. This proof does not simply hurt. It exacerbates their aching feeling of loss. Your unique talents, the traits they earlier disregarded, belittled, or failed to grasp, now shine brightly for everyone to see. Those exceptional qualities you've always had, which you may have even disguised to make others feel at ease, are now being recognized, praised, and rewarded. Your unique qualities, such as profound empathy, quick intuition, and creative brilliance, which were formerly rejected as oddities or fantasies, now demand great respect and adoration from everyone you encounter. The word of your remarkable soul, that of a heavenly person whose energy defies the commonplace and resonates with the frequency of heaven, is spreading at the speed of angelic light. And that unique, irreplaceable soul is you, the one God has selected for this great destiny. That enigmatic, magnetic characteristic that always distinguished you, making people feel an unexplainable draw towards you, is now fully active. It is a high-level spiritual magnetism that attracts people, chances, and blessings like moths to a holy flame. Others can detect your strength. They sense your increased frequency, react to your genuine brightness, and can't stop talking about it. All of that buzz, all of that heavenly discourse, eventually makes its way back to the individual who previously had the honor of standing in your light, but decided to walk back into the darkness. This relentless onslaught of your achievement makes them physically sick with sorrow. Their body, mind, and soul are all screaming in unison as the brutal, merciless truth of what they have lost grows clearer, sharper, and immeasurably more terrible by the day. Their own body has become a traitor, a live symbol of their spiritual bankruptcy. It exposes their inner agony in every manner possible. Physical symptoms erupt with ferocity, fueled by the hellfire of remorse that burns inside their soul. Chronic migraines throb to the beat of your name being mentioned in rooms they can no longer access. Waves of severe sickness wash over them every time they think about what could have been if they had loved you. Their limbs seem heavy, as if burdened down by the leaden load of their disastrous decisions. Sleep, that pleasant retreat, turns into an elusive fantasy. Even when they are very exhausted and fall into oblivion, their thinking does not give them any rest. Nightmares stalk them, depicting you not as you once were, but as you are now, powerful, dazzling, and completely unreachable. Your picture, peaceful and victorious, persists in their minds when they wake, a sign of their eternal loss. Food no longer provides comfort or sustenance. It turns to ash in their tongue. Their hunger is a result of their spiritual illness. As kids learn, the body maintains track of the score. It is a celestial ledger, demanding payment for the enormous spiritual debt they have incurred by betraying a soul as pure as your own. The cosmos seem to be demanding a price from their own cells. Their immune system, which was previously strong, has diminished, leaving them susceptible and fragile. No matter how hard people try, their energy or life force always fades. Their bodily degeneration is a perfect, horrifying reflection of the profound, spiritual turmoil that exists inside. Their anguish, tiredness, and illness communicate with a loudness that no words could possibly convey. Each symptom is a testimonial, a piece of evidence presented in the cosmic court to demonstrate the agony people are facing within. And it is only when they are damaged and weakened that they realize the truth. Only now do they realize you were always a valuable gem. You were more than simply a person. You were a rare diamond with infinite, cosmic significance. The heavenly blend of attributes you possess is completely unique in the known universe, a soul signature that cannot be replicated, replaced, or reproduced. They've looked anxiously, feverishly, in the eyes of many others, seeking to find a piece of what they lost in you. But they always discover scattered, small parts of the glorious, wonderful totality you once so generously shared. One individual may have your wit, but not your compassion. Another may share your goal, but lack your honesty. Another person may laugh along with you, but their eyes lack the timeless knowledge that shines through yours. The reality strikes them with devastating, soul-crushing clarity. What was lost cannot be recovered. The mystical equation of your existence cannot be reverse-engineered. Your essence is unique. Your spirit is really unparalleled. The deep understanding you possess, the enormous compassion you exhibit others, and the unwavering strength you represent are heavenly traits that are unique to you. With a burning and terrible intensity, they understand that no amount of fresh faces or ephemeral interactions will ever replace the gaping, bottomless emptiness created by your absence. The cosmic equation of their lives cannot be solved without you, and the terrible loss they suffered can never be compensated for. Their mind has become a torture chamber, reliving an unending loop of all the times your genuine, divine essence shined through. Moments of magnificent generosity, bursts of brilliant insight, and unshakable, devoted support that went utterly unnoticed. Each of these recollections, previously disregarded, now pierces their soul like a shard of glass, offering as irrefutable, agonizing proof of their own great ignorance. The wealth was right there, flashing in plain sight, a gift from God Himself, yet they decided to walk away. They sought transitory illusions, meaningless promises, and empty ties that have since vanished into the emptiness from whence they originated. This violent revelation creates an excruciating void in their psyche, a sequence of hollows that can never be filled again. The full awareness of what they failed to realize now plagues their quietest, loneliest times, hovering in the oppressive silence like an ever-present shadow. When they dare to shut their eyes, the reality of what once stood before them, a gift from the gods, becomes painfully clear, a connection so rare and pure that it occurs only once in many lives, a soul so distinctive that it begged to be treasured. Now, that absolute comprehension is both their endless torture and the unavoidable, self-imposed reality. And while others are reduced, confined, and destroyed by the poison of regret, you, chosen one, continue to grow. You aren't simply developing, you're experiencing heavenly acceleration. Your development is accelerating beyond what most human brains can possibly understand. Every struggle, betrayal, and hurdle that once threatened to shatter you has now been used by God as a divine instrument to shape you into something really exceptional. You, like raw carbon exposed to great cosmic pressure, emerged immaculate, dazzling, and indestructible rather than shattered. You are more resilient, dazzling, and strong than ever before, far beyond any human expectations. Your evolution defies all normal norms of human growth. Whereas others may acquire just one or two areas of power, you have mastered a broad range of heavenly skills. Your emotional intelligence, sharpened to a razor's edge, molds your relationships with elegance and insight. Your divinely inspired strategic thinking brings clarity and wisdom to your judgments. Your infinite creativity, which comes directly from the Creator, easily turns obstacles into astonishing solutions. All of these God-given characteristics have grown stronger inside you, multiplying your strength 100-fold. And your intuitive senses, your direct access to the Holy Spirit, have expanded far beyond the usual. You're a walking, talking oracle. You perceive facts that most people overlook completely. You get heavenly revelations with incredible clarity. You can detect intents, motives, and energy patterns long before they are visible to others. The tiny changes of energy that lie deep under the surface of reality are exposed to you, providing you with both heavenly protection and unwavering counsel. This enhanced awareness, this spiritual talent, serves as both an impenetrable barrier against all types of deceit and a heavenly compass that directs you inexorably toward true, honest, and soul-aligned interactions. Your bodily existence now strongly mirrors your spiritual progress. You never seek attention. Instead, you command it. Your aura exudes a calm, unwavering confidence, a divine solemnity. Even absolute strangers are attracted to the incredible, high-frequency energy you exude. The way you walk, with purpose and elegance, the cadence of your voice, calm and certain, the steady, soul-piercing clarity of your gaze. All of this testifies to the deep, profound, and amazing change that is occurring inside you. Pause for a minute and take this in, chosen one. Feel the truth of these words ring in your soul. This transformational path is holy, and you embody God's power and grace. God Connection's objective is to be a beacon of light for people like you, reminding them of their power, purpose, and divine inheritance. If this message touches your heart and validates your experience, please take a time to interact with our community on a deeper level. First, if you haven't already, please subscribe to God Connection and enable all alerts. Every membership helps us reach more selected souls who need to hear our message of hope and empowerment. It assists us in creating a strong, worldwide family of light. And if you sense a stirring in your heart, I want to plant a seed in this ministry and give back for the spiritual nutrition you are getting, you may do so immediately and securely by clicking the Super Thanks button just below this video. Your gift enables us to continue developing spiritual material and broaden our reach. A gift of any size is a significant act of faith, but if you feel compelled, consider a $10 Super Thanks as a symbol of your own impending riches. It is an energy exchange that informs the universe that you are ready to offer and receive on a greater level. Thank you for your support. Your relationship means everything to us. Now let us return to God's wonderful word for you. But remember this, your development is far from complete. Every day offers new insights, new possibilities, and even more strength. Your upward path is on an exponential slope, and people who witness you, friends, family, and particularly your detractors, are astounded by your swift, miraculous rise. The one who previously carelessly walked away now observes from a vast, excruciating distance, finally comprehending the remarkable, heavenly soul they missed out on when the golden chance for a divine connection was freely handed to them. Meanwhile, they're scurrying. They are anxiously seeking for any possible route back to the hallowed realm they so carelessly and arrogantly abandoned. Their mind rushes all day and night, a chaotic whirlpool of worry and remorse. They practice remorseful words that turn to dust in their tongues, and they repeat scenes in a desperate, useless attempt to uncover the magical combination that would open the exact door they slammed shut, locked, and barred. Their desperation becomes deeper with each passing hour. Sleep continues to evade them, and a heavy worry settles on their chest. Every strategy they use to traverse the world, every trick, charm, and manipulation that previously earned them favor with others, now fails totally against the impenetrable wall of your advanced knowledge. Their old methods, their outdated games, have no influence on the heavenly creature you have become. Their once effective manipulation tactics, which used to readily sway the ignorant and clueless, now have no impact on you. Your heightened, God-given sight easily sees through their feeble efforts to connect. The half-truths and carefully constructed falsehoods they formerly depended on crumble to dust before they can even take shape. Everything in their arsenal, charm, flattery, false remorse, is rendered completely worthless and pitiful in the face of your colossal metamorphosis. They are disturbed, actually terrified, by the increasing understanding that you can see straight through their carefully built veneer. No mask they can create is strong enough to hide their genuine character from your sharp, instinctive awareness. This increasing understanding instills in them a profound, fundamental fear, the anxiety of being totally seen, thoroughly recognized, and found lacking. They are scared of being exposed for their inconsistencies, faults, and defects. Every feasible technique, every plan they devise, fails beneath the weight of your spiritual examination. Apologies felt empty and disrespectful, unable to convey the terrible depth of their betrayal. After so much inconsistency and duplicity, promises are completely useless. Any presents or great gestures seem little, perhaps ridiculous, in comparison to the magnificent genuineness of the holy tie they willfully shattered. No plan can withstand the cold, harsh logic of their own self-analysis, and no way forward can be discovered in the tangled, thorny web of consequences they have methodically woven for themselves. They are imprisoned in a self-created purgatory. They are trapped in a terrible limbo, unable to go on in the hope of reconciliation, but simultaneously pathologically unable to face the crushing finality of the split. This terrible condition of immobility only adds to their misery, making each minute seem achingly long and empty as they are forced to face the inescapable, unchangeable truth. Certain doors, once locked by divine decree, can never be reopened. Some bridges are burnt by treachery, leaving just ashes and memories remain. The disparity between your world and theirs has never been more clear or evident. While you continue to develop, prosper, and climb, they find themselves lost in a sea of their own making. Financial pressures are increasing against them. Bills remain unpaid. Opportunities that should be theirs pass through their fingers like sand. Their feeling of security has evaporated, replaced with a pervasive worry. The material world, in its flawless state, now precisely reflects their spiritual bankruptcy. Everything they touch appears to fade and wither rather than flourish. Their social life seems superficial and unsatisfactory. Their surface-level relationships with others simply emphasize the actual, soul-deep connection they lost with you. For them, discussions are meaningless, laughing is forced, and shared experiences are quickly forgotten. Time has become warped, an instrument for their pain. The hours pass slowly as they are constantly presented with their sad current existence. The future looms ahead like a bleak, dismal wasteland, while the present provides neither consolation or solace. The past, the wonderful past they might have shared with you, is an inaccessible, closed garden. All they can do is watch helplessly as any residual chances in their lives vanish before them. The route not taken, the magnificent life they might have had with you, haunts them ceaselessly. Unwanted, vivid ideas of what might have been frequently invaded their minds, taunting them with images of the pleasure, progress, and heavenly satisfaction that could have been theirs. These phantom possibilities, these ghosts of a lost destiny, make their present lives appear hollower, pointless, and unsatisfactory in contrast. They are always troubled by the issue of what, if anything, they can provide you right now. They see themselves standing empty-handed before your bright affluence, and the tragic disparity is difficult to ignore. You have the spiritual riches, divine knowledge, and unwavering self-sufficiency of a heavenly empress, while others just bring an empty bowl and torn clothes. The equation just cannot be balanced. Any apology they might muster collapses beneath the enormous, crushing weight of what they've done. Words alone cannot heal the holy wounds created by their acts. The word sorry becomes an insult when compared to the depth of betrayal you not only endured but transformed into power. They realize with horrible, excruciating clarity that nothing they could ever say or do will repair the cosmic chasm they created. Any contribution they may make today appears tiny in comparison to the wonderful kingdom you have constructed on your own. Your development, knowledge, and light have far outpaced their limited comprehension. Their efforts to give insight or assistance suddenly look simplistic, unsophisticated, and entirely useless to a soul that has learned the skill of divine self-reliance. The whole hierarchy has moved, resulting in a massive cosmic reversal, leaving them profoundly bewildered and bereft of their previous identities. Where they formerly imagined themselves to be in a position of power or significance above you, they now find themselves far below, looking skyward to heavenly heights they can no longer hope to achieve. This miraculous reversal fundamentally alters their self-perception. It takes away the phony identity they formerly relied on for legitimacy. They are left to wrestle with a tough, torturous question: who am I, really, in the presence of this divine radiance? They find no explanation that provides them peace, just the plain, cold, and unmistakable awareness of their own unworthiness. This is not simply self-pity. It is an honest, severe appraisal imposed by the Holy Spirit. They compare themselves to the gold standard of your character, your integrity, resilience, and compassion, and fall horribly short in every aspect. In the face of your light, they can no longer deny or deceive themselves. They are entirely exposed to the naked truth of their own inadequacies, with no way out of this stifling reality. While others stay hopelessly trapped, ruminating on the bitter ashes of the past, your attention, concentration, and energy have been completely moved to the magnificent future God has planned for you. The agony they created has been transformed into spiritual insight inside your soul. What formerly seemed like an agonizing, shattering loss is now perfectly clear as a necessary, holy step toward your ultimate emancipation. Every tear you wept watered the fertile seeds of your change. God utilized every minute of your agony. Everything contributed to your spiritual progress. Your affections for them are no longer as strong as they once were. Where there was once love, wrath, desire, or hatred, there is now a cold, detached, neutral attitude. This emotional liberation is your ultimate accomplishment. They no longer have a special, or even recognized, place in your heart or thoughts. Their potential to impact your inner state, your precious tranquility, has dwindled to nothing. Their actual character has completely surfaced through the clarity provided by time, distance, and spiritual elevation. Behaviors that were formerly forgiven or neglected now stand out in stark, harsh perspective. Patterns of manipulation and selfishness that you may have overlooked before are now obvious from your present, enlightened viewpoint. Their flaws are obvious, not from a position of judgment, but from the sympathetic, detached perspective of a soul that has passed on to higher realms. There are no illusions left to skew your perception. Your whole spiritual framework has transformed, allowing for deeper, more profound realities. The questions that had before tortured you have been replaced with a peaceful, firm clarity. The previous ambiguities that troubled your thoughts have solidified into unassailable certainty. The cosmos itself suddenly seems more planned and orderly, and your holy position within this enormous, divine design feels both safe and beautifully spacious. This developed perspective alters how you see everything, past, present, and future. Even if they don't understand the whole cosmic scope of your metamorphosis, they know that something basic and permanent in you is altered. The person they once knew no longer exists. You've been reincarnated. You have evolved into someone who functions on a spiritual level much above their present comprehension. This divine alteration has permanently removed you beyond their grasp, not because of physical distance, but owing to a fundamental vibrational mismatch. You are now operating at a frequency of love, light, and truth that they cannot comprehend. And that basic energy difference means that your paths will never and cannot meaningfully cross again. Universal powers, angels, and the hand of God Himself have intervened, working tirelessly behind the scenes to put this chapter of your life to a definite, compassionate end. This closure is required to make way for the wonderful benefits that are yet to come. The energy cords, the harmful soul bonds that formerly connected you to this person, have been compassionately severed, allowing both of you to pursue your own individual paths. This isolation occurs on a far deeper level than the physical or emotional. It's as if reality is reshaping itself to recognize that this agonizing cycle is finally over. Trust the process. You may feel exhausted by this scenario, but this is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that your spirit realizes that this trip has fulfilled its divine purpose and is now, finally, complete. Trust in that deep, peaceful inner knowledge that softly confirms, enough. Divine timing is at action, organizing events with heavenly perfection. As you pay attention, you will see that things begin to change magically in your favor. Barriers to your ultimate closure will suddenly vanish. Old emotional roadblocks will no longer be in your way, and fresh, interesting opportunities will arise exactly when you need them the most. Synchronicities will begin to multiply. Repeating numbers, fortuitous meetings, and opportune messages, all demonstrating that this ending is not just correct, but divinely inspired. The universe is both granting you permission and giving you the tools you need to complete this cycle effortlessly and with minimum opposition. New beginnings, wonderful and dazzling, are hanging just out of sight, waiting for you to totally abandon the past before they may manifest in your life. The cosmic rule remains unchanged. Holy space must be cleansed before it can be filled. This closure has created an emptiness that is just what your next amazing stage of progress needs. Feel the energy change when this door shuts gently, solidly, and forever behind you. There is no power in heaven or on earth that can reopen what the cosmos, at God's direction, has already closed. This heavenly finality evokes a feeling of solemnity and tremendous release. A profound, spiritual acknowledgement of what you've acquired from these experiences, as well as awareness of your newfound, wide freedom. It is important to remember what has passed, even as you look forward to a bright future filled with new prospects and divine light. You are now entering a moment of tremendous manifestation power. Your ideas, words, and aspirations may manifest into physical reality faster than ever before, owing to your raised, high vibrational condition. As your frequency increases, so does your God-given potential to alter your world via conscious and unconscious purpose. There is now a tremendous, unbreakable harmony between your real self and the broader cosmic forces of creation, resulting in divine momentum that propels you forward toward your highest and greatest destiny. You're no longer battling against the stream. Instead, you follow the divine flow of cosmic intellect, letting it carry you forward and upward. Of course, challenges will continue to emerge, but you now perceive them as divine invitations to develop, grow, and step into even greater power. You are entering a world in which doors open before you ever think to knock, and opportunities materialize right in front of you without you having to look for them. It's as if the cosmos is anticipating your holy goals and crafting a flawless sequence of scheduled occurrences to serve your ultimate benefit. The resources you need, whether monetary, emotional, spiritual, or relational, will come exactly when you need them, often from unexpected sources and eerie, miraculous ways. People who really complement your path, providing deep insight, unshakable support, and joyous partnership, seem to join your life at the perfect time, as if answering to an unseen call sent forth by your soul. These ongoing synchronicities are not ordinary coincidences. They are real, incontrovertible proof of your growing harmony with the cosmic intellect that governs everything. Your desire to accept, your profound openness to opportunity, serves as a tremendous magnet for success. You're realizing that your full potential is considerably more than you ever imagined, and it's starting to manifest itself in unexpected, even spectacular ways. Abilities that have been dormant for years, if not decades, are now reactivating in reaction to the new, high-vibrational conditions and possibilities that have appeared before you. The self-imposed limitations and limiting ideas that formerly characterized your existence are disintegrating in the light of your awareness, paving the way for exponential development. Now it's time. It is time to seize the throne that has always been your divine inheritance, a throne that has patiently waited for you to completely exercise your royal power. Accept your position at the heart of your own kingdom, your life, knowing that the cosmic forces all around you recognize your right to reign inside your experience. The crown you wear may be invisible to conventional eyes, but to those with spiritual vision, its brightness is undeniable, an aura of leadership, honesty, and elegance that cannot be disputed or concealed. Your mere presence conveys majesty. The scepter of creative power is now firmly in your hands, and your words and intentions contain the divine energy that will create reality itself. What you say with clear vision and a pure heart manifests in the world, following the divine principles of manifestation. Accept this power. Accept your fate. You are the king's kid, and your kingdom awaits. Dear Father, God of connection and miracles, I come to you today, not for me, but for the chosen one who hears my voice. I hope that their faith will continue to deepen. Help them believe in your divine design, even when empirical proof is lacking. Allow them to trust in your everlasting, loving presence, knowing that you will never abandon them, for your thoughts for them are ones of success, not harm, to offer them a future and hope. Thank you, kind and everlasting Father, for always being there to listen, guide, and love. I pray for this wonderful soul in Jesus' great and conquering name. Amen. Music softens and fades gradually for the last call to action. Thank you for visiting us at God Connection. If this video spoke to you, please show your support by liking it, subscribing to the channel for more divine messages, and sharing it with people you believe need to hear it right now. Your path is inspiring, so please write a comment below to share how you are embracing your own divine power. As a last reminder, if you feel inspired to support our work and help us share God's message, please consider making a gift using the Super Thanks button below. No present is too tiny. A prayer, a sharing, or a gift, such as the $10 Super Thanks, all help to forward the holy work of delivering hope to the world. Do not stop here. Watch our next video for profound insights on the hidden clues that you are a genuine light worker in disguise. We've loved enjoying this spiritual journey with you. Thank you for sticking with us to the end. Keep shining brightly and face your great destiny with confidence. We'll see you next time. God bless you in whatever you do.